Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Putting for birdie. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. He sits in first position. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Time for the second shot on the 18th. Interesting choice of the driver here. If you need any inspiration, Bob Tway once holed out of the bunker to win a major. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all.
This one looking really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Well, what a memorable moment this is, Rich.
Players never forget their first ever PGA Tour win, nor will this player. Great job.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. UK Sports, delighted to bring you all the action here from the PGA Tour. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Bean here in Las Vegas. It's known as Sin City, but we're at TPC Summerlin for the golf. What's this course like?
This golf course historically plays firm and fast and yields lots of birdies. So players going into this week know full well that they have to have the putter going. They need to hit a lot of greens, but they also need to make sure that they're making 5, 6, 7 birdies a day out there. Because if they're not, if they're struggling with birdies and only making pars, then the entire field is going to pass them by. It's a great opportunity because historically the wind doesn't blow very much and all the par 5s are reachable, but still having to make birdies, knowing you need to make birdies, isn't always the easiest thing.
We're in Vegas, and you can even see the famous strip from the golf course. Do the players need to roll the dice, have a little gamble out on that course?
I think you have to gamble everywhere on the PGA Tour, but in Las Vegas, I think it's required, isn't it?
You're rude not to. Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. Starting the round at even par. The second at TPC Summerlin is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope. 7 feet to the cup. It's got a chance. And that's for birdie. Well holed. Currently 1 under for the event. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. This next shot coming up from the sand. Oh, well, that shot took some serious skill. Yeah, that was silky smooth out of the sand. Good shot. 1 win is good, but 2 wins would be great. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Get in. Okay, steady now. And they'll walk away with a par on this one. So with another hole behind us, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently 1 under for the tournament. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. From around 140 yards here, only a few shots off the pace. Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th. And this putt to move into the top 10. This one's dialed in. Putting for par. Job done. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 5th at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. And this effort by Justin Thomas. And here we are with the third shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. He's in a share of 9th place. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. John, do you have any info down there?
I'm down here on the 7th hole. This is Cameron Champ.
Sitting at 1 over. Opting for the 9-iron. This one's going right at the pin here. So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. That should find the surface. Oh, my God.
Oh, beautiful little pitch shot down the hill. Thank you. Gets it to go. Great shot.
Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it? Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short right are also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Well, I'm down here on the 9th hole as we get ready for Patrick Cantlay's next shot.
Wow. You've left yourself a long way between the holes, so let's get this one close. And you've holed it. What a monster. And that will take him to 6 under. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The ninth at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Typically played in the fall portion of the season, but it really does have a great field these days. The Shriners Hospital for Children's Open, staged in Las Vegas, a great atmosphere around in the city. Rich, what do you like the most about it?
We're in Vegas, baby. I mean, what's not to love about Vegas? And the players love it too, but they also love what the Shriners Hospital for Children is all about. They give so much money back to the charities involved. It's wonderful. They bring a lot of the kids out, and the players understand it. They know it. So as much as they love coming to Vegas, you know, letting their hair down a little bit, a lot of it has to go back to the charity component of it. That's why they come. The golf course is fun. You can freewheel it out here. It is at the beginning of the year. They want to come out and they want to make some birdies. They want to test out new equipment. They want to test out new swing theories. They want to come out and work on their game a little bit in a competitive environment. And there's no better environment than this because they can go out and see where they're at because it's usually no wind, warm conditions, and you can get a good judge of exactly where their game's at. So I think players use this as a building block for the next year's play. And what a venue. I mean, it's just you get rewarded for good shots, you get penalized for bad ones, but it's a really good environment to go out there and, like I said, test new swing theories, work on your game a little bit, and kind of see where you're at.
And it never hurts to make a fast start to the new season. Of course, this is part of that wraparound schedule. And if you're catching a few shows as well or hitting into the casinos, well, you get a complete week, don't you?
Wow, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of fun in Las Vegas, is there?
As long as it stays in Las Vegas. And back to the course with the live action. Playing from around 110 yards out. Yeah, that one's looking good. Wow, what a shot. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
That starts off on a good line.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Outstanding approach shot.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
It's tracking. Oh, so close. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And after that hole, leading Tommy Fleetwood by a stroke. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4, 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Let's head over to the 13th. This would be a great up and down. Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, the youth movement on tour has been prevalent for a handful of years, and Cam Champ's really stepped up as one of those guys, Rich. The distance this guy hits the ball, it's just unfathomable.
He does. He moves it out there distances that we haven't seen before at a consistent level. However, I think he has to get more comfortable with being out there and being in the spotlight. He's struggled at times, but there's no lack of talent in this young man. He really is a sight to behold when you see him up close and personal. And I gotta say, the swing, it's dynamic. So good.
And after that hole, you've built a one-stroke advantage over Tommy Fleetwood. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. And this effort by Justin Thomas. And John, how long's this putt? It seems to be a fair way.
And from here, they're looking at about a 28-foot putt.
Well, what a lovely putt to make. To the top 5 he goes. Okay, let's get back to the action. Rich, there's a lot to like about Justin Thomas, isn't there? He's short in stature and not a big build, but a really pound-for-pound great player.
He's learned a lot on how to play the game over the first few years on tour. He always tried to hit it as hard as he could. Now he's developed another game within a game. He's starting to hit these shorter shots with lots of feel, lots of touch. Right now, Justin Thomas is one of the most complete players in the game.
He's also got a wonderful attitude out there. He takes the good with the bad, but when he's in contention, it just seems to bring out the best in him, doesn't it?
He's got a killer instinct about him, and when he gets around the lead, he doesn't let it go easily. He sticks around. He may not win all the time, but I tell you, he's going to make you earn that victory if he doesn't get there first.
The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And after that hole, leading Tommy Fleetwood by 3 now. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Second shot here on the 15th. Gee, there's some energy and action going on all around this property. Wonder what's happened. Whew. Well, that was like a laser straight at it. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And that's 8 birdies today. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
I'm over on the 16th, and this is Patrick Cantlay's next shot.
Might it be nice to make this one. This one's for Eagle. Go in. Oh, birdie with big wings. Great putt. And that will move him to 6 under par. And after this hole, that's how it looks. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club, because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well, because getting down from over the back is not that easy. Not a bad line, this one. The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach in 2.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your second shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. There's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with long of this green.
Coming off a string of 3 birdies.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
And this effort by Justin Thomas, sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently tied for second. Oh my, how about that for a par? Well, what a way to make a move to the top of the leaderboard. Let's return to live play now. 8 feet to the cup.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've kept this player inside the top 10 all day long because of it.
Not a bad line, this. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. Now 5 shots up after that hole. The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. the green shapes right to left towards the hazard. So make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Ouch, that hurts. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Ooh, nice line. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Well, guys, I'm over on hole number 18. This is Cantley's next shot.
Setting up in the bunker here. Oh, that was pure. And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one striped. From around 170 yards here.
This one is chewing fiber.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. And with that putt, concludes this players' round. And there you have it, folks. At the end of the opening round, they find themselves in top spot. Not bad, eh, Rich?
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. And on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.